believe victims. Pokimane me. Massive day for the unemployed. Pokimane is in trouble and getting clowned on Twitter. Virtue signaling for Twitter likes. You are a childless 30-year-old.
Nah, I think I already heard about this. I'll watch it.
Victim of Pokimane was actually assaulted by Pokimane. Like, why did she tweet that?
Pokimane did what? Nah, so basically, let's just say, you know, the whole, wait, what's it called? The whole Diddy situation. So because of the whole Diddy situation, while it was happening, Pokimane thought it was a good idea to tweet out "believe victims." That's it. Nothing else. Just the two words, "believe victims." When they can literally lie, bro. Like, she's so dumb.
Anyway, she tweeted that immediately after the Diddy verdict came out, where he was, shown not guilty on the serious charges. Like most of us, she was a bit angry with the outcome of the case and tweeted that out. The statement in itself is one thing, but how she behaved afterwards kind of, cemented the deal for her and had the people keep trolling. You pussy, how could you do this to Madame Savvy? And in replies, Pokimane gave me AIDS and kicked my Savvy.
Nah, I've been seeing this, bro. Nah, because she's saying believe victims. So what guys are doing in the comments is they're replying to it, saying that they're a victim to Pokimane because she was saying believe victims, because victims can lie too, bro. Like, what?
Salamander. Now I genuinely think she gave her AIDS and kicked her. Pokimane, I love you. And I agree, but I can't forget the way you made fun of Amber Heard during the trial. It was really disappointing. I completely understand. I regret
it's
how
not for me.
Streamed the trial because any jokes are at the expense of how victims can be perceived. I apologize for that, and I took down those videos a long time ago.
You're trolling. Oh my god, Pokimane. Stop being a puss. Just say you made a mistake. You don't have to take down the vid. Just say you made a mistake. Wait, what was it called? Amber Heard. No way she took that down. Them ones were bangers. Oh, wait. I think she actually took them down. Unless... Did she ever make a second channel vid? I swear it was all VODs. Bro, this was peak times, bro. I remember... No, this was like peak times. Yeah, watching this... I remember watching this video. This is one of the best videos I've ever watched in my life. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, just people reacting to it. This is one of the best things I've ever watched, bro. Where's the react to Sakura and Jason content? Bro, I mean, I've been posted that, and like, other people do post it.
You don't know how to drive a car.
Now, why would you assume that about me? Because I'm a woman?
Yes.
Honestly, you can't not feel sorry for Pokimane. She's pushing 40 and hasn't, mentally developed since high school.
Don't play the clip.
People even care what streamers have
God.
to say. Like, they're literally getting IV drip from their Twitch chat, glazing them 24/7. They're not learning anything. You can learn how to not be a...
Nah, it was to the point where, she had to start capping donations to £5 per person.
broke boy and make some extra coin on the side.
Or like, no, £5 a time. Like every you have to you have to spam £5 donors.
Grab your phone
No one's
right
doing
now,
that.
scan this QR code and go on to free cash. You got some... Now I can finally get those cookies I've dreamed of. Thank you for replying, but please apologize directly to Amber Heard because your platform did in fact add to the smear campaign that was set up.
Look at this. Now that you said believe victims, now they got Amber Heard fans trying to step in. No one's supporting her. That's actually saying. If you have sanity, you're not supporting Amber Heard.
Up against her. I've watched your videos and looked up to you since I was
apologizing to her is crazy.
11 because you were a woman still standing in a male-dominated community, making way for other girls who want to stream.
Now this is a valid point. It's true. It's very true, because one of my friends even said that the reason why she streams to this day is because someone went up to her saying, you remind me of Pokimane, and Pokimane validates girl streaming. Like, let's say you think of a girl streamer, you're just like, oh, think of Valkyrie, Pokimane, all them guys. I'll just be like that.
I really don't want you to get more attention from the misogynistic incel audience. I want you to use your platform to speak up for what's right, for women and survivors.
Nigga. No one's defending Amber Heard. Why would no one's apologizing to her?
This has to be rage bait. Like,
exactly,
JJ.
JJ.
My 12-year-old brother believe all victims. On Twitter, you could say what you want, but in the real world, it's innocent until proven guilty. And I'm not saying you should discredit victims or automatically assume them. You should believe victims, but not necessarily believe all victims. Also, I feel like defending Amber Heard is a weird hill to die on because I feel like unanimously, like, everyone kind of thought she was in the wrong. Pokimane diddled me behind a Waffle House.
It's interesting because I've been making content for so many years that as I've grown older, I feel like your guys' assumptions and impressions of me have changed.
Cause only
for sure.
say that shit.
We need
For sure. Well, bro, when I was younger, I thought like Pokimane was like the queen of Twitch. Like I thought she was like Mrs. Perfect. Mrs. Pretty Perfect, bro. That's what I thought. I ain't gonna lie. The only videos I watched from Pokimane was Pokimane random duos. That was it. Then I grew up. Then I saw all these drama videos to do with her being problematic, her calling her viewers bro because they can't afford cookies and all this business. Like, it got cooked. Her saying the N-word. Like, I get it was in the past, so I mean, it's not... bro. Oh, Lord, Pokimane, man. Come on.
this Pokimane back. You're of Moroccan and Indian descent. You can basically say the N-word. While doing my due diligence, my extensive research on the WestJet channel, I found out that Pokimane is being hated and called a grifter on the Dep Delusion Reddit for people who feel gaslighted by the mainstream opinion of a judged abuser with a history of violence. And all of these people hate her. They're like, she had like a tears counter and a...
Oh, she is cooked. She's getting cooked by the Amber Heard community. How is there an Amber Heard community?
apology and some random comments means nothing. The harm she did still outweighs a single apology. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Pokimane doesn't get a lot of, like, you know, unwarranted hate, but a lot of the times she does put herself in these situations.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Even Bald Asmongold quote tweeted and said, "Woman can lie. Every woman ever be bisexual, eat hot chips, and lie."
My virtues are better, my morals are high.
Wait, hold on. Hey, that's actually facts. No, you can't tell me this ain't facts. Lie, tick. Eat a hot chip, tick. Be bisexual. I think we've seen every girl kiss a girl at least once. Or like, if you see a girl kiss a girl, they try to normalize it. I swear.
Be bisexual, eat hot chips, and lie.
My virtues are better, my morals are higher, and can everybody just acknowledge how much everybody loves me?
And he hit the nail on top of the head here. Pokimane just kind of says stuff to say it because she thinks it'll be popular with her people. Here's my boy Curse giving the example of Pokimane kind of being like this.
That she had went viral on Twitter because she had said something that a bunch of people disagree with.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
We already have one.
Another one.
What's going on?
This clip is crazy, by the way.
Wealth disparity's getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich.
I mean, low-key, she
This clip is crazy. Nah, this clip is actually crazy. I actually don't know what to think about this one, you know. Pokimane saying we hate the rich while being rich. What? What does that even mean? Do you hate yourself?
probably does hate herself if she feels the need to virtue signal on Twitter. You know, anyone who earns more money than me should be taxed way more, and anybody who earns the same and less, you know, should be taxed less. You deserve more taxes, I deserve subsidies. Make the rich.
Wait, chat, is that crazy to say? If you're richer, you get taxed more, and then if you're not as rich, you get taxed less.
Hey.
We hate the rich. That was the statement uttered by a millionaire with generational wealth.
But Jeff Bezos has $1 gazillion.
Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies?
Valkyrie tried to at the Atlanta airport.
Nah, $20 for cookies is still mad.
168K like.
When your entire being, when your entire moral sense of justice system can be deemed by whatever.
Nah, you really got a deep it, chat. Chat. Imagine being in the cookie section, right? Packs of cookies. I remember going into Asda. I got a pack of cookies for what? How much was it, bro? Callum, if you're in the chat, do you remember how much it was? How much was it? Like, was it £3? £3, £4 max, I would say. I remember every morning and after school, we would always get cookies. Bro, imagine being in the cookie aisle. £3, £4, £28 for the same pack. Nah, allow it.
Whatever is popular to say, whatever narrative is beneficial to your career to feed into, and we already know what your takes and your opinions are going to be before you even say them, It's because you're a fake ass.
He said it, not me. Duck Dynasty over here popped off. Like, Pokimane's just as disconnected from everyday life as India's Prime Minister Mark Carney.
Feelings and tears and not logics and facts. Well, those tears are going to create a very slippery slope.
Masterclass poetry, you know, tears creating a slippery slope. I pulled a Kaiserat and I stole this next clip from Asmongold's editor, but it does show Pokimane being very, let's see.
My source is that I made it the f up.
Okay, when they were talking about, like, we have all this evidence that he actually did it.
I completely understand. I regret how I restreamed the trial.
Thank you, Greg.
I'm shocked, honestly, that somebody like that. Well, I mean, from her, it's not surprising because she always tries to have like the most politically correct, sanitized, inauthentic opinion.
Oh my god, I remember. What else did Pokimane say? So, the Kendrick Lamar business. Oh, what did she say, bro? She said something like it wasn't aimed for white people. I don't even know, bro. Yo, I can't lie, Pokimane. Maybe she needs to stick to the podcast and like, I don't know, fam. Brother, you're already rich, bro. Just chill, you know what I mean?
Impossible.
What's good fish thing?
So I think this is just another example of that.
She's basically just female
Like,
Ludwig,
the more
but
she
less of a
talks,
lapdog
the
to
worse she
Hassan.
gets,
I don't know if it's
bro.
under her own volition or she's being like overlooked by Twitch's Gooner CEO. She's just like constantly like doing this Twitch leftist grift, and it's so obvious, inauthentic. Like, what's next, Pokimane? You're gonna buy a bunch of designer clothing and then justify it as art like Hassan did?
Because these people don't believe anything it is.
This is
that we're
outrageous.
saying. They don't. They will go live and they will say the exact thing that the public wants to hear.
I straight up seen more authenticity at a Panda Express. Her moral compass straight up spins more than her Twitch sub wheel. Even Mudahar got emotional. Her moral compass straight up spins more than her Twitch.
Yo, this is old Pokimane streams. It's so crazy to see that we were never here. Wow. What does it feel like watching a Pokimane stream at what? She was probably like, you know what? Back here, she was probably on like 200 viewers. That's insane to say. Let's see what these guys are talking about. Don't eat. I think she was doing like a forfeit. Vomit, boys. Eat it. I would like to keep my pizza down. Don't eat it.
Subwheel. Even Mudahar
Whole
got
different
emotionally
time.
abused by Pokimane. How far does this go? Believe victims, but not if they're from... The one thing I find ironic, and, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of these people who complain about incels sort of like indirectly are promoting them. Like, bro, your community are incels. Well, this isn't directly related to Pokimane. It's more so, you know, that kind of Twitch side in general.
On God, I had no idea who she was before this trial. I don't like her anymore after the trial.
Yeah, I did not know who Amber Heard was before the trial. I'm not gonna lie.
How's that?
Stand on nothing, fall for everything. I was... by Valkyrie in 1997. I like almost feel bad for her because the amount of ratios and clownery were insane.
Let's take a breather, everyone.
No.
Also, it's a bold move in itself that she posted this on Twitter. You know, you should have went for like Reddit or Blue Sky. You know, there you'd get a positive
Blue
reception.
Sky.
You've been in the spotlight long enough that mean comments and criticism don't faze you.
The truth of the matter is, no, that's not true. They still do faze me.
Why would you ever get upset at what a 15-year-old bro...
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Hear me out though. Hear me out. It's more the matter of like, I see like a ton of positive comments, but then let's say like one video, like for example, I already talked about this one time, but yo, chat, this reception is genuine. Yo, I can't believe this, fam. Like, this has to be just older men just hating on the bro. Chat, look at this. No, does it show the dislikes? Chat, if it doesn't show the dislike, bro, 3 dislikes, all hate comments. They hate me. They hate me in this vid. This one vid, they hate me. Talking about a man reacted to why another man doesn't spend his money is low quality content. Why you getting mad at me? Get mad at the guy, the popular guys that are earning money from doing it, bro. I get nothing. I do it for the fun of the game. Oh my God, bro. Guys are getting mad at me, bro. This guy's actually earn money, bro.
From Bangladesh has to say about you. I don't get it.
For me to become someone that is never fazed by criticism or harassment or comments, especially
I saw this clip.
I would need to literally be a sociopath or a narcissist.
Yeah, I'm both. Yeah, I had a dream. Yeah, I smoke. You know what? I feel her though. You know, the other day some dude called me a gay butt tickler and I've been like sad ever since.
But also every time I read
can't lie,
something that
comments don't
makes me
matter,
feel a little,
fam.
I try to really think about why. What does that say about this particular thing they're commenting on?
Yeah, there.
Don't even get me started on my Don't even get me started on my TikTok comments, man. Yo, bro, I already been done crashed out on my TikTok comments one time, fam. Them guys are drones. But like, the thing is, even though they're drones, you gotta realize they're real people behind the scenes. And that's what makes it crazy. The guys that are commenting are all real people behind the screen, bro. Oh my God. Hold on. Because I really be seeing some outrageous comments.
There you go, baby steps.
Usually, it reflects something deeper that I should work on.
You know, I'm a villain, not a monster, and I think Valkyrie here is redeemable, and she seems to be getting the, you know, general idea things. But
why does he keep saying Valkyrie?
Unfortunately, we ran out of time for today's video.
Nah, WSJ vid, WSJ.